The seventh dialogue between the U.S. and China comes at a time of heightened U.S. concern about cybersecurity in the wake of a massive data breach that affected millions of U.S. federal government workers. Investigators are trying to identify the source of the hack. Some believe it's China. Without singling out China, Vice President Joe Biden said Tuesday there is an urgent need to agree on a rule-based system for areas such as cyberspace.
Because nations that use cyber technology as an economic weapon or profit from the theft of intellectual property are sacrificing tomorrow's gains for short-term gains today.
He also raised concerns about human rights for women, minorities, and journalists. The U.S. has been vocal in its opposition to China's land-building projects in disputed areas of the South China Sea, an issue that Secretary of State John Kerry said he'd raise with his counterparts.
We will talk about regional security in the Asia-Pacific, including stability on the Korean Peninsula, and the need to reduce tensions rather than add to them in the South China Sea and the East China Seas.
In response, China's State Councilor Yang Jiechi said China supports navigation freedom across the world and considers cybersecurity important.
We think that countries should work together to develop international code of conduct for cyber information sharing.
Lingering disagreements over these kinds of issues are unlikely to derail the overall pace of talks, says Asia analyst Bonnie Glaser.
My view is that these issues are compartmentalized. I don't think that tension in issues such as the South China Sea or cyber is likely to spill over into the economic sphere.
In a show of cooperation, the U.S. and China signed 6 partnership agreements dealing with climate change, clean energy, and environmental protection, including an effort involving sea turtles.
Sea Turtles 911 and Hainan Normal University will track sea turtle migration, conserve their habitats, and build widespread awareness and support for their protection.
The dialogue also sets the stage for Chinese President Xi Jinping's visit to Washington in September. Pam Dockins, VOA News, the State Department.